29. Essentials for birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu. Amida Buddha vowed, if, when I am to attain Buddhahood, all sentient beings who recite my name are not born in the Pure Land, I will not realize enlightenment. He did indeed realize enlightenment. Birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu, therefore, signifies certain attainment of birth in the Pure Land by those who recite his name. If one deeply believes in this vow of Amida Buddha and does not entertain any doubts about birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu, 10 out of 10 and 100 out of 100 people will achieve birth in the Pure Land through just a single utterance of Nembutsu. Conversely, one who doubts birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu will not attain this birth, even if this individual recites Nembutsu. People entertain various doubts about birth in the Pure Land. Some feel that even though they recite Nembutsu, birth in the Pure Land is impossible due to their own accumulated non-virtuous karma. Others think that birth in the Pure Land is impossible through Nembutsu because they are too busy with everyday life, and some suppose that birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu is impossible because their hearts of Nembutsu are not strong enough to attain this birth. Those who entertain these doubts about birth in the Pure Land do not know the efficacy of Nembutsu. In reality, a mortal's karmic burden is so grave that Nembutsu is encouraged in order to eradicate it. Do not harbor doubts about birth in the Pure Land by saying that such birth is unattainable through Nembutsu because your karmic burden is too heavy. Nembutsu is just like medicine. One who gets seriously ill must take medicine. If one has a serious condition but does not take medicine, the disease will never be cured. The Meditation Sutra teaches, with the instruction of a virtuous teacher, those who have committed the 10 transgressions or the 5 grave offenses will accomplish birth in the Pure Land through just a single utterance or 10 repetitions of Nembutsu. In addition, Master Shantao said, a single utterance of Nembutsu eliminates the negative karma accumulated in many eons. Hence, one with grave karmic negativity should not doubt his attainment of birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu. It is also said that if one is lacking in virtuous roots, one should repeat Nembutsu and receive unsurpassed merit. Some may believe that since they have cultivated great virtuous roots other than Nembutsu, they can attain birth in the Pure Land without Nembutsu. Master Shantao, however, exhorts us to rely on the essential vow of Amida Buddha and to repeat his name, saying that our virtuous roots are shallow and meager. The larger sutra reads, a single utterance of the name of Amida Buddha brings us enormous virtue, an unsurpassed merit. How much more merit can one receive through the continual recitation of Nembutsu for life? It follows that we must not doubt the certainty of birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu, even if we did not cultivate virtuous roots. The nature of the common mortals in the period of the decline of the Dharma is that their vigorous hearts for Nembutsu do not appear, even if they practice Nembutsu. This does not mean they have no reliance upon Amida Buddha. It is as if one is grateful to his Lord, yet hesitates somewhat to serve his Lord at the court. This hesitation does not signify a lack of his gratitude to the Lord. If one lacks diligence in performing Nembutsu, how can one strive in practices other than Nembutsu? Further, if one practices Nembutsu half-heartedly and one's life passes by idly, what sort of conditions will one meet at the end of one's life? Having the intention to practice Nembutsu proves that one has aspiration for birth in the Pure Land, even if one lacks diligence in Nembutsu. A proverb says, if one comes to be so minded, the heart will awaken to enlightenment as a matter of course. A vigorous heart for Nembutsu sometimes appears as one accumulates merit and strives after virtue. If one lacks diligence in Nembutsu from the beginning and idles one's time away, one's life will end in vain, followed by regret. Master Shantao taught that the essential vow of Amida Buddha does not discriminate against those with distracted and vacillating hearts. Hence, one should not doubt the attainment of birth in the Pure Land, even though one lacks diligence in Nembutsu. Moreover, that mundane affairs keep us so busy means we should recite Nembutsu even more. The reason is that Nembutsu is designed for all people, without distinction as to whether one is male or female, high or low, walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, and without regard for length of time, place, or various karmic relationships. Nembutsu can be practiced easily. Only Nembutsu can be uttered even in one's final moment. Contrarily, practices other than Nembutsu are difficult to perform in this hectic world. The practice of Nembutsu does not discriminate between a layperson and a monk, or between the learned and the unschooled. Everyone who recites Nembutsu will receive the merit of birth in the Pure Land equally. The attainment of birth in the Pure Land must be realized without being hindered by various worldly affairs. In short, the attainment of this birth depends on whether one has aspiration or not. We cannot abandon mundane affairs, but if the affairs become a true hindrance for Nembutsu, we lose our resolve and diligence in Nembutsu. We have received life in the realm of a human being, a state extremely difficult to obtain, and with the precious teachings of Buddha Sakyamuni, we have fortunately encountered an extraordinary opportunity. Life, however, is transient. No law of nature dictates that the old must die before the young. No one can predict his own illness or death. At all times we must make the best of our opportunities and devote ourselves to reciting Nembutsu. The instruction that Nembutsu is recited with a threefold devotional heart is included in my aforementioned sayings. The threefold devotional heart is as follows. The first aspect is the genuine heart, the second the profound heart, and the third the heart that seeks birth in the Pure Land through the dedication of merit. The genuine heart is the sincere heart. The genuine heart is the sincere heart. Aspiration for birth in the Pure Land and the recitation of Nembutsu must come from the bottom of one's heart. This is called the genuine heart. Conversely, the expression that should be foreign to one's heart is referred to as the unfruitful heart of falsity and fickleness. Birth in the Pure Land will be achieved through conviction if one is resolved not to return to the state of the delusive three realms of transmigration. One desires birth in the Pure Land and one recites Nembutsu. Consequently, some who achieve birth in the Pure Land seem on the outside to hold no aspiration for this birth, while others appear to desire birth in the Pure Land and do not attain this birth. The genuine heart will abide naturally in one who firmly perceives the reality of the impermanence of all phenomena, abhors existence in the delusive world, and recites Nembutsu. The profound heart is the heart of belief. That is, one believes that one is a common mortal who has wandered through the delusive worlds of samsara, and that Amida Buddha without fail will embrace senti means of the power of the essential vow. Amida Buddha vowed, "If when I am to attain Buddhahood, all sentient beings who recite my name are not born in the Pure Land, I will not realize enlightenment." Since Amida Buddha did attain Buddhahood, then if one believes in the certain attainment of birth in the Pure Land through Nembutsu, one will naturally possess the profound heart. The heart that seeks birth in the Pure Land through the dedication of merit refers to aspiration for birth in the Pure Land of ultimate bliss by dedicating the merit of all of one's virtues cultivated in the past and in the present life. There is no meaning other than this. The name threefold devotional heart seems to indicate three separate hearts, but they are encompassed entirely with the single-hearted and exclusive practice of Nembutsu, taught in the larger sutra. That is, it is the exclusive reliance on Amida Buddha and the exclusive recitation of Nembutsu without the mingling of other practices.